Hello and welcome back to Mammal 3. So it's that time of the day and week. Fine Saturday morning. I have not touched the game since last week Saturday. So let's get a lot of recording done today. I see these two are already disabled, which is great. So I want to go to the costume because today, at long last, we're finally gonna play with a different custom skin. And no, it's no new custom skins yet. I don't remember unlocking anyone, so we're actually gonna play with... Why are they silhouetted out? I thought they're meant to display. Anyway, yeah. This is the... Oh my gosh, the sound effects are from Wily Wars. So everything will be the same, I take it. Or actually... Oh wow! Wily Wars was on Genesis, I wanna say? Oh my gosh, the sound effect is different, alright. Okay. Whee! That's pretty much the same though. I don't know how I'm doing on Trickster tokens, to be perfectly frank, so I almost feel like I should go and visit the casino. Don't mind hearing the song, like ever, because the song is so good, the Magic Card Casino. I will check this place out, but just not right now. What do we have? 22. I thought about... Energy Saver might be the way to go. Although that's good because... Don't really care about that. No. Nah, that's decent. No, thank you. Oh, that's good. I don't want that. Yeah, we'll go for Energy Saver then. This song still is so good, so catchy. But we're heading back to Tier 5, the gift shop. Still 9 elements and many Trickster tokens. This place is all sorts of fancy though. A Springman. We dealt with you. Froggy Gravity, yes. Did I talk to Mars? I think so, yes. This was the last stage. Ah, yes, the water level and ice level. Which has some major execution flaws, but besides that, it's also the stage that Shin gave the highest score of judges, which is mind-blowing, if you think about it. I talked to you as well, don't I? Yes. It's been a bit. So, today... taking on 124th place. So, it's been a while. I'm perfectly fine with getting a long stage. 2 elements, 5 Trickster tokens. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm okay with that mission stage. Chaos Light City. By Anti-Parallel with an overall score of 44.60. When I see Chaos, I'm instantly thinking Chaos. Chaos? Arcane Man? That stage? And that was an experience, so yeah, let's have a look. Okay, it might just be a relatively trivial stage. Wow, it's flashy. Wow, the spotlights and the UFOs almost. No, those are just streetlights, but wow, this is flat. You can turn them off. Whoa, you look cool. That's a map, very nice. Oh, hello. We found out break that can deal with them. Yeah, nice one. This song is really, like, popping off. It has this carnival vibe to it. Oh, that is not a good place for a man. Wow, Joe in the spotlight? Okay. I mean... This song! No, seriously. This song is great. I'm having such a good time here. Can't go left, can you? Look at that mat, it's glowing! Give it the spotlight it always deserved. So, is there going to be anything to do with this gimmick besides just turning them off? Or is that just purely aesthetics? I mean, I absolutely love it, don't get me wrong. Oh! Thanks, Matt. I wasn't gonna go down here without you, so thanks for that, buddy. No, seriously. Thanks, Matt. You actually just made me find the trickster token. Absolutely amazing. Can I jump through that? Yes. You shoot fast! Can I go back left? No. Okay. Well, that's the secret of the stage found, so... You are so fast. Oh, these ones we can turn off. I am really having a fun time with the aesthetics here. Oh, there's a mat. I barely didn't see you there. You're in a really bad position. Mini boss time? Or is that the end of the stage? Whoa! Ooh! Oh, hello, big guy. Well, we know what takes you out. Oh, I just figured out what it does! They're invincible when they're in the spotlight. What? It took me way too long to realize that. A leg man? Hello there, Rob. The city is so beautiful at this time of the night, isn't it? Thanks to me, of course. I do really love the aesthetics in this stage. They are great. So, yeah, you're just completely invincible. But can... Oh, but okay. I mean, I'm gonna be defeating every single enemy because capsules! Hello. You're kind of an obnoxious position, aren't you? See you later, Matt. Enjoy your time. Oh, loop. That was a bit of a weird loop, but almost got it right. More gavials, okay. Woo! Oh, they're supercharged, like insanely fast, only in the spotlight. I see. I see that bit. Yeah, I am really enjoying the stage, I have to say. I wish I remembered what it was called, because I've already forgotten. Oh. Oh, really? No boss? Aww. I'm not gonna go to the lab. There's literally no reason to. I guess that's it for the stage. Oh, wow. Yes! This is bringing back memories. I did play a bit of Wily Wars. I don't remember if I finished it, but... Wow, the aesthetics in that stage were amazing. And the gameplay was decent. No deaths. I found the secret by complete accident being knocked into a pit by a man, so that's super fortunate. Chaos Light City. That was a really nice stage. I really like the aesthetics there. So let's see what the judges thought of it. Nick, 32. Oh my word, please quit it with all the shields. Seriously though, I'm pretty sure every enemy in here is shielded. And Chaos Light City has a tendency to overcrowd its rooms with souped up stronger shielded enemies than normal. This means Laser Trident is the go-to weapon for the player, because the alternative is an exercise in frustration, and that presents a huge problem for the level design. The idea of turning off streetlights to remove invincibility is neat. It's an idea I could get behind in another level. There's even a spot where one of the lights is keeping a sniper Joe from chasing you, meaning turning it off actually hampers you, the kind of clever scenario I wish there was more of. Unfortunately, the level instead chooses to pivot towards light that you just can't turn off, which only works in tandem with the cyber gabules. Making matters worse, Laser Trident's ability to pierce shields includes the light shield, so it completely defeats the gimmick. Yes, that is true. And since the enemies here are already shielded, or aka the exact sort of enemies you'd already use Laser Trident against, the core gimmick becomes self-defeating and might as well not be there at all. All you have left after that is a complete slog. I really only have one big piece of advice. Reevaluate the enemy selection from top to bottom, because this wasn't fun. Nor was it very interesting, and disabling Laser Trident wouldn't have helped at all. Then it'd just be extra aggravating instead of just frustratingly boring. Part of me wants to like this place, as there was clear effort put in, but the rest of me is too frustrated and bored to give it that luxury. Shin's rating higher than you, Mick. Whoa, 39. There's a decent idea in all this, but sadly it's buried beneath a number of problems that ultimately make this a very flawed stage. The biggest issue here is the enemy placement. Simply put, they're set up in such a way that they're more of a nuisance than anything. The worst offenders are the cyber gabules, as they not only tend to be grouped on small platforms, but they also move faster when exposed to light. Also picked up on that. That being said, I can't say I dislike the gist of what the level is going for. The main gimmick of having the lights affect enemies in various ways is pretty interesting. I just wish it was used to more than make already shielded enemies invincible and speed up enemies in small spaces. Thanks to how tedious all the enemies were to deal with, I ended up using Laser Trident and Thunder Beam to plow through everything. Thunder Beam as well for the gabules, right. Which basically rendered the gimmick pointless since the light effect doesn't protect them from piercing weapons. While we're on the subject of weapon, there was a dev kit related issue with Tornado Blow and the main gimmick that severely broke the stage for me. Oh. I assumed it was an entry issue at first because of other oddities such as Rush's teleport being able to activate the light switches. What? Along with the music not looping correctly. That one I noticed. These are relatively minor when compared to the stage's other issues though. That aside, the only other major noteworthy thing here are the aesthetics. While the searchlight effect in the background is somewhat neat, I'm really not a fan of the grey and red colour scheme. There's not much more to talk about here, even when it comes to a mid-boss who is just a big eye that gets occasionally shielded by the lights. And the ending, which is a complete anticlimax. A bit surprising, yeah. Like I said at the start of the review, there's a good idea here, but the execution was flawed due to an overabundance of shielded enemies and tight spaces. Patchy, 47. Betrayal by light! Pretty interesting gimmick here, where the enemies become invulnerable if they are shined by a light. Then you often need to toggle the light off in order to make them vulnerable again. There is just one major demerit. There are way too many shielded enemies, which really holds the flow of the stage, and the light only serves to pad out the tedium. It doesn't help that there are quite a few instances where you can't manipulate the light settings either. Poor use of the spines, their sudden speed-ups are very hard to parse overall. They also can get off sync by player proximity, leaving no room to maneuver safely most of the time. On successive playthroughs, it turns out I didn't realize that the light is what was causing their sudden speed increase, which seems like a poor conveyance on the level design part, when the player couldn't immediately recognize what's going on. A room with fake pits that hide the token. Hey, I found it by accident. Odd design there. Said room also has little gaps between the pillar objects where you can't jump out of without tornado blow. Oops. Interesting. Flashman gave the highest score, so let's see what they thought. 58. It's a simple gimmick but a very clever one, and the level does a satisfactory job of exploring its potential. Timing and sequencing puzzles are the right way to go. Big Eye is a great choice for a mini-boss. Inherently shielded enemies are, well, the worst possible choice for this level, but at least they don't disrupt the pacing. So you think they don't? See? Difference in judging. Theming is on point with shadowy enemies, admittedly a bit too shadowy against an exciting backdrop of animated light, surrounded by neutral coloured architecture that looks nice without pulling focus from the action. It feels like a lot of thought went into this level, or at least certain aspects of it. However, it doesn't feel like there was a lot of playtesting. Directionality gets fuzzy around the first one up screen. The player can easily get stuck between pillars on the screen above the token. The otherwise perfect music doesn't loop correctly. As much fun as it is to turn off lights with Rush Coil, the main gimmick doesn't properly account for special weapon usage. There are so many oversights that the player could conceivably reach the end without ever realizing the lights are more than decoration. It took me a few minutes too! And special weapons are essential because most challenges are so cramped, overcrowded or precision driven that it's unreasonably difficult to avoid damage without them. I get the sense that this level knows the basic tenets of good game design, but not how best to apply them. New elements are introduced in a way that could be appropriate if the player thinks and plays exactly as intended. Gimmick complexity keeps increasing, yet the difficulty remains constant because there's usually too much going on. Power-ups and checkpoints are abundant but haphazard. The level ends after an acceptable number of screens, but without a climax that gives the ending a sense of accomplishment. I'd love to play a revised version. Good ideas and great atmosphere make this level a level worth updating. And Ace 47. The stage has a neat idea, but the enemy selection really lets it down. Having a gimmick that makes enemies invulnerable would be cool with more mobile, weaker enemies. However, every enemy in the stage is armored in some fashion, making it difficult and frustrating to kill them. For such a short stage, there was an awful lot of waiting around. The fact that enemies were so generic also hurt the personality of the stage. The stage is well tiled and flashy, making for a decent atmosphere. Unfortunately, both the background and almost all of the enemies were very dark, similar colours, making for a very monochromatic stage. It also made it very difficult to spot some of the enemies, especially the metals. There were a couple of very obnoxious rooms in the level. The room before the Big Eye was extremely difficult to pass, as the shot pattern often synced up where the shield attacker would block shots where the other enemies were vulnerable. Whoops, just used Laser Trident there. There were two rooms with gabules underneath lights that were nearly impossible to get through without taking damage. Finally, there were two rooms combining the Tatebo and Joe enemies with the Sniper Joe invulnerable. These took ages standing in one place and were incredibly annoying. So I didn't even realize the main gimmick of the stage. I thought they were just aesthetics, and they looked really, really nice. Until suddenly, Big Eye was invincible when I was trying to damage it when it was under the spotlight. Then it clicked. Yeah, switching instantly to Laser Trident probably broke the gimmick because I didn't even know it was a gimmick until the Big Eye. But when I see shielded enemy, I instantly go Laser Trident. At least when I see a Joe, absolutely. The mechs here have extra HP, so again, gives you another reason just to use Laser Trident. Gabules obviously shielded enemies as well, so like the judges said, there is a lot of shielded enemies here, and so anything that pierces the fence is definitely a go. But hey, I enjoyed my stroll through this very nice scenery and, well, Chaos City at night with my Laser Trident. It was a fun stage, but yeah, maybe with replayability it won't be as interesting, but on the first playthrough, that was honestly really, really nice. I enjoyed that one. With that said, let's take a quick refreshing pause and I'll be right back.